When the teacher saw a student cutting his hand while sharpening a pencil and it was bleeding, he reminded him to treat the wound. Unexpectedly, the student suddenly stood up and screamed at him. The student was like crazy, attacking the teacher's neck with a pencil. The school explained that the student was under too much pressure and suffered from mental illness. But the heroine Xiaofa felt that things were not that simple because another student got into trouble the next day. A terrible sound reached his ears. The student covered his head in pain at first, but then he opened his arms uncontrollably and took off his clothes and danced on the platform of the swimming pool. It seemed that there was a force in the darkness that was targeting those who studied well. Xiaofa was the third student in the grade. He was worried that he would be the next one, so after school, he took out his mobile phone and secretly photographed the desk of the top student in the grade, hoping to find some clues at the scene where he stabbed the teacher. Hearing a noise in the desk of the first student in the grade, he reached his hand in. Unexpectedly, the next second, there was a piece of glass in the desk of the top student. Before Xiaofa could react, the new teacher Agent strode in and covered his wound. Agent did not take him to the infirmary, but just wrapped his injured palm with a piece of cloth. Xiaofa was worried that he would be injured, but Agent said absolutely that it was absolutely fine. After Agent left, Xiaofa took away the cloth and found that his wound had disappeared. He was bleeding just now, but now he has recovered. This is definitely not something a normal person can do. Xiaofa suspected that the first and second place in the grade had something to do with Agent. From that day on, he began to observe her secretly. He found that Agent seemed to have the ability to control insects, so he quickly found his best friend and asked her to investigate with him. Unfortunately, his best friend did not agree. Now is the exam season, and his best friend just wants to study hard. Xiaofa was unwilling to give up. He sneaked into the office alone and wanted to check Agent's information. Who knew that Agent actually took off his clothes here? He had many tattoos on his body, which was not like a teacher at all. Xiaofa was a little scared of what he did, but the scarier thing was yet to come. He heard a strange voice saying that bad kids should be punished, and that voice was obviously not from Agent. After Agent left, Xiaofa left the office. The school security guard said it was too late and wanted to send him out, but as he was walking, he started coughing violently.
แล้วเธอเป็นเด็กไม่ดีหรือ